JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, police released image of suspect in driver's license fraud. The Westmoreland police are seeking the help of the public to identify and find a man who has been a suspect in an ongoing fraud investigation. He has been linked to a case of obtaining money by false pretense. Investigators say a complainant reported that in June she paid the suspect $100,000 for a driver's license. However, it was never delivered, and the several calls to his phone have gone unanswered. The matter was reported to the police when a reported agreement to repay the money was not honored. The Falmouth police are now appealing to anyone who may be able to identify the individual or who may have any information that can assist them in their investigation to contact them at 876-955-2758, Crime Stop at 311 or the Police 119 emergency number. Police arrest man found with a gun and ammo. 42-year-old Anthony Ewers was yesterday arrested and charged in connection with the seizure of a firearm in his community of Penance District, Clarendon. Lawmen said that about 3:15 p.m., a team of officers was on an operation in the area when Ewers was seen holding onto his waist in a manner that aroused the cops' suspicion. He was accosted and searched, and a Taurus revolver containing 5 9mm rounds of ammunition was taken from his waistband. His premises was also searched, and 2 additional 9mm rounds were found in a knapsack. He was subsequently charged for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. His court date is being finalized. Police identify beheaded bodies. The police have identified the headless bodies of 2 men who were recently found in the community of Whitehall Avenue in St. Andrew. According to the police, the bodies were found at a premises on Plum Lane off Whitehall Avenue on Friday, October 16. The police said one of the heads has since been recovered. The men have been identified as Mark Wellington and Leonardo Hendricks, both from the Maxfield Avenue area. Investigators believe the men were killed in connection with ongoing gang violence in a section of Maxfield Avenue called Rome. It is believed that they were lured to Whitehall Avenue where they met their demise. The police said investigations are ongoing. COVID-19 cluster discovered at Golden Age Home in Vineyard Town. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, with the support of the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, is conducting expedited testing for COVID-19 at the Golden Age Home in Vineyard Town, Kingston, following the discovery of a cluster of cases at the facility. The cluster was uncovered as part of the Health Ministry's ongoing island-wide surveillance of senior citizens' homes and infirmaries. 43 of 72 samples taken from residents and staff at the facility have so far returned a positive result. The testing of all 428 residents and 162 staff members is expected to be completed in the next 2 to 3 days. In the meantime, emergency management protocols have been triggered at the facility, with those having tested positive being put in isolation, while others are put into quarantine pending the outcome of their results. Further, all residents and staff are to be monitored closely, even as the section of the facility from where the initial positive tests have come is managed with enhanced infection prevention and control procedures, the ministry said. The Ministry of Health and Wellness will also be providing support to review and strengthen the infection prevention and control measures at the home and to review the protocols to increase the surveillance and monitoring of all such facilities to reduce transmission among the vulnerable population, noted Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton. Both ministries have also identified a team of caregivers to provide the necessary care for the residents at the home. Man found floating in Martha Brae was said to be stressed because he wasn't working. The body of 27-year-old Bradley Dobson of Market Street in Falmouth, Trelawney, was discovered floating in the Martha Brae River yesterday. Winston Dobson, the 53-year-old father of the deceased, said that his son started acting strange 3 weeks ago. Him tell me him a go kill himself because that's the only way I go see God face, he said. 2 weeks ago, him try to drown himself, but citizens hold him and take him come down at the yard. Me and him mother start watch him every move. The elder Dobbs said his son did not have a mental problem. Him just stressed out because him not working. Him tell him mother say him no know where him dey live for. Him can't represent and take care of him two pitney. We don't have no mental problem in our family, he said. Bradley's sobbing mother, Alfreen Hutchinson, also said her third child was stressed out because of unemployment. Him start tell me how him afraid for sleep at night and start cook for himself. No eating no meat, pure vegetable, she said. Winston said his son went missing last Thursday. He said all of the neighbors started looking for him. A missing persons report was launched at the Falmouth police station, which was confirmed by Superintendent Winston Milton. We received a missing persons report last Saturday. The body was discovered at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday. So far, there are no signs of foul play. We awaited the result of a post-mortem, he said. Wholeness donates $2.5 million to UTech for needy students. Prime Minister and the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, Andrew Wholeness, yesterday donated $2.5 million to the University of Technology, Jamaica UTech, to assist students with the greatest financial need at this time. A statement from the university indicated that Wholeness presented acting university president, Professor Colin Giles, with two checks, one for $1.5 million from the Jamaica Labour Party Education Fund and the other for $1 million to the institution from its Positive Jamaica Foundation. Wholeness reportedly stated that it was moved to reach out to the university to make a contribution to assist students who are experiencing financial difficulties. The difficulties revolved around their lack of ability to finance their education. The COVID-19 times would have made it difficult for everyone, but particularly for students. What we try to do to balance that scale is to offer these scholarships to the universities. So instead of the Jamaica Labour Party going to select who is in need, it would be better that this is done by the universities, who could have judged that without any form of political consideration, he said. The scholarship to UTech is being offered for the second consecutive year by the Jamaica Labour Party Education Fund and the Positive Jamaica Foundation. Giles, in expressing gratitude for the donation, noted that the university continues to be mindful of the financial challenges faced by students and continues to seek ways of providing assistance through scholarships and grants, many of which are funded by the private sector. Despite this assistance, many of our students still find it very difficult, and so we are grateful for the kind assistance offered to our students, he said. Giles indicated that 24 final year students benefited from the donation made in November of last year. He also advised that in paying it forward by helping others through volunteerism, all students have begun or are in the process of completing structured community service projects. Government shelling out $200,000 per house sitting. It has cost the government more than $200,000 for every sitting of the House of Representatives at the Jamaica Conference Center in downtown Kingston since mid-September, according to information requested from the Houses of Parliament. With 4 sittings of the lower house, including the start of the new session of Parliament in September, the government has had to shell out more than $800,000 to date for the meetings at the center. A decision was made by the government to have sittings of the lower house at the Jamaica Conference Center in light of the Ministry of Health's social distancing protocol to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The Jamaica Conference Center is operated by the Urban Development Corporation. Leader of government business in the House of Representatives, Edmund Bartlett, told members of the lower house last week that renovation work was scheduled to start after the Heroes weekend. As you are aware, we have been utilizing the Kenneth Ratcher Room for much of this month, and I'm to advise the House that work on the Gordon House reconfiguration will commence just after the Heroes weekend, and we hope to be back there by the middle of November, the House leader told his parliamentary colleagues last week. It costs $208,096 to rent the Kenneth Ratcher Room for the new session of Parliament and the swearing-in ceremony on September 15. Each subsequent sitting of the House of Representatives costs $204,725. 71 new COVID-19 cases, no deaths. Jamaica has recorded 71 new cases of the novel coronavirus and no deaths in the last 24 hours. The Ministry of Health and Wellness said the new cases consist of 31 males and 40 females, with ages ranging from 2 years to 91 years. The country's total confirmed COVID-19 cases now stand at 8,445, of which 4,144 are active. Of the new cases, 20 are from St. Catherine, 15 are from Kingston and St. Andrew, 8 are from St. Mary, 6 are from St. James, 4 each are from Clarendon, St. Anne and St. Elizabeth, 3 each are from Westmoreland and Manchester, 2 are from St. Thomas, and 1 each are from Hanover and Portland. All of the new cases are under investigation. Meanwhile, the ministry also reported that 14 more patients have recovered from the virus. This brings the country's total recoveries to 4,016. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.